Hello folks, welcome back to Dr. Politica, and my name is Peter Ogutu. Of course, here we decode power and the state Kenya. Now, when you see a man crying, actually, it's a great pain. And Ojwang'S father, Mesha Ojwang, is a man in pain. And when he talks, you can just see tears lingering in his eyes. And now, Ojwang'S father delivered a very brutal message, brutal and fair message to Langat. Listen to it.
Yeye mmoja. Na kwa kifo chake Bwana Langat amenimaliza. Hata kama ni namna gani, hebu ubebe huo uchungu wa mzazi, hebu weka kama mtoto wako. Ndiye amekuwa anafanywa vile ambavyo umemfanya mtoto wangu. Ungekuwa unasikia vipi?
From the message, you can easily tell that Ojwang'S father is adamant and sure that the person who orchestrated the demise of his child is actually none other than Langat. Why? Because he was there when his son was being arrested. And of course, it happened at lunchtime, and the policemen, about 4 of them, just, got in. Wakawambia baba yao kwamba your son is wanted. You have been sent by our boss, Langat. Why? Because your son just defamed our boss. And what they did, they took Ojwang'S phone, and of course they deleted some Twitter post. And of course, I know you're asking yourself, why do you think these guys deleted the Twitter post that, of course, it was alleged that Ojwang was defaming, Langat, the DIG? Because I believe the police were prepared that we are going to finish this guy. Now, we are erasing evidence. Nazito, after kutoa evidence, we will finish him, and no one will know why this guy has been finished. Because we didn't want any link to do with, Langat of the post. That's all. And of course, after deleting the message, they bundled the guy to a pikipiki, then they went to Marigo police station. So, walipofika Marigo police station, what happened? They were ordered to, transport Ojwang to Nairobi Central Police Station. And that's when Evan broke loose. That's where, of course, the murder organization began. Because once Ojwang alifika pale, what happened? He became terrified. There's an audio, of course, of him talking to his friend. He was sounding terrified. In fact, I think he was in a dark place, in a cell. And there was no one in that cell. And it sounded like someone who is near death. And of course, his wife said that Ojwang sounded terrified. It's like he knew his hand had arrived. And these scenarios I'm explaining here. This is why the father is in pain, because he's sure that the death of his son was planned, and it must emanate from the person who sent the police officers who went to his compound and, of course, arrested his son. And now he's saying that Langat has finished him because he has got no other child. He's old, he has retired, and of course, his only son was the one who was taking care of him. You see how unfair it is, huh? And I think the Lord should just give this guy strength, because this man is in pain. Losing your only child. And this man, when I see him, he's someone who is maybe in his mid-60s. Yeah, in fact, Mamba Familia, amesahau Mamba Familia. So it's like the guy will love now to start again. If he wants kids, he will start again. And of course, he will maybe marry, because I believe his wife probably cannot give birth because of the age. Yeah, maybe atamarry msichana mwingine mdogo. Maybe start a new family. But now, what about the mother who is now old, who cannot even maybe get pregnant due to menopause? What about her? She will remain childless. And I think these guys, they're really in pain, and they're bitter with the police force that, of course, orchestrated this inner act. And when you go through the CCTV camera, how they arrived in Baghdadi, how they were delaying for 20 minutes, how they took the body. These guys were sure that this boy is dead. Not even that he unconscious, walikuwa wamejua ako dead, because if they knew that he was unconscious and he can be maybe, brought back to life, Wangefika pale mbio mbio, wachukue Ojwang mbio mbio, wanataka kwa ward. But you see what happened? Walifika pale, phone calls, they were strolling nini, they knew what had happened, and they knew the guy will not come back to life. And in fact, the phone call shows that indeed there was some orders from above. Yeah, someone telling them, mmefika, hakuna witness, just dispose the body there and come back. And so that we can say that the guy had died in Bagazi Hospital. And I think it is the most heartbreaking story any Kenyan can tell, because I don't believe that I should be arrested. Instead of being taken to court and defending myself, I'm taken to Karura forest and I'm being bludgeoned to death. I think it is painful. It is not something that I think we can easily, sit here and discuss. It's something that it's shaking the nation, and it is shaking East Africa and the world at large. Like, how rogue can Kenyan police be? Like, you don't value life. Maisha kama mende, mnabonda tu, mnaua. How rogue can police be? I mean, it is not fair. It is not fair, to whatever happened, to this guy, this Mashak Ojwang, to his son. It is not fair, because Mashak Ojwang's son was just killed that way. His only son, a son he of course raised with his hard-earned money. See now, yeah, and that's why I'm saying Mr. Ojwang's father, just delivered a curse to Langat. Amwambia umemaliza. In fact, he's telling him, just take a picture whereby your son has been done this. What will you do? And the guy is just heartbroken. And the man is just, he's just done. And give up na maisha. In fact, there's a video ilimonyesha akirudi Homa Bay. He was just crying. Imagine, when he came to Nairobi, he was stronger because there were people here. But when he went back to Migori, to Homa Bay, to his homestead, the reality came back, because he was going to a compound whereby the man who was supposed to protect the compound, his son Ojwang, is no more. Yeah, and the compound seemed, empty, and the guy was really crying the pain of a father. Now, as I'm saying, the curse. I think the government should just come out, and of course, make sure that justice is done. Because if Ruto decides to give it a cold shoulder, I believe you me, this thing will haunt Ruto's government, because no Kenyan would want to be associated with this government. And yet maisha watu. Yeah, people will be going to elections. I mean, people will vote him out. Yeah, because you can't protect our lives. I mean, someone dies in a police cell, don't even care, don't even do anything. You're just trying to do some cover-ups. They're arresting younger people, junior officers, as a way of protecting the senior ones. That's what will be happening. And Gachagua is a happy man, because he knows that he has all it takes to destroy William Samoei Ruto. That's all. So subscribe, comment, tell me what you think. Do you think this issue? What do you think about this issue? Do you think this curse is real? Was it delivered to Langat? Or do you think we are just trying to, or Langat is innocent? Do you think so? Just tell me what you think about this issue.